Welcome to Flash CS5 Tutorial 26. Allow user to draw. I have the CS5 program opened and I'm going to open a new FLA. I'm going to use ActionScript 2 this time. Keep the rest of the default. We're going to start by making 3 buttons. So call this layer button, UTTONS, buttons. Pick up a fill color of red, rectangle tool, hold the shift down, red button, pick up blue, do the same thing with your rectangle tool still selected, blue button, and a black button. Now you can play around with these and make them even, whichever you want to do. Okay, one at a time. Select this one, modify it, convert it to a symbol, call it red, RED underscore BTN, red button. Come over to the properties panel, give it an instance name of red button, RED underscore BTN, and selection tool, select the blue button, modify, convert to a symbol, make sure button selected, blue button, BLUE underscore BTN, same thing in the properties panel, BLUE underscore BTN, selection tool, select the black one, modify, convert to a symbol, BLACK underscore BTN, black button, open the properties panel and give it the same instance name, BLACK underscore BTN. 3 buttons. Open up another layer, lock that layer, call it ActionScript AS. Open up the Actions panel, and with the Actions panel open, type all this in. It says this, small t, period, create empty movie clip, small c and create, capital E and empty, capital M movie, capital C, and that will all turn blue if you spell it right. Open bracket, and in quotations you were given it a name. I'm calling it temp, so open quotations, capital TEMP underscore MC, close quotation marks. This is a holder for, it acts like a movie clip to hold information. A comma, and here I'm putting 99. This is the depth. You can only have one object or one thing per depth, and I'm going up to 99 just in case you want to put some other things in this video. Close bracket, semicolon. Now I got these 2 backslashes, so this is just a footnote to myself. This particular color that we're going to start off with will be purple. That's all I'm saying to myself. This will start with purple. Var, VAR, I'm making a variable that'll turn a purplish color, and I'm calling that variable color, COLOR, equals 0 small x 9900 capital F. From here to here is what's called the hexadecimal number, and it's a color. It's a color. So if I went down to this color swatch, for example, click on that, and if I went up here, see these numbers? Those are hexadecimal numbers. So if I typed in that 9900FF, that's the purple word we're talking about right there. Okay? So 0x small x 9900FF, they're capital F's, semicolon, and I'm also making another variable, VAR, called isDrawing. It's just a name saying at this time, this is when the drawing will actually take place. Small I, capital D, full colon, Boolean, capital Boolean. This is just a test thing that's going to say something is either happening or it isn't, and it's this is drawing that we're talking about. And we're going to start off by saying equals false. Small FALSE, that will turn blue, as does Boolean, semicolon. So when I first turn it and run this program, this is drawing variable will be basically off, false. And here's my buttons. My black button, underscore, and I think I actually spelled it with a capital B. Yes, so I gotta change that. So it's capital B. My black button, BLACK underscore BTN, period. On release, small o, capital R, that'll turn blue, equals function. Function's always in purple. Open and close bracket. And here's the two curly brackets for my function. This usually comes in automatically, this colon. You can put it in or you can leave it out, it'll come back automatically. We're first going to start off by doing something called a trace, TRACE, that's blue. Open bracket, and in quotations I have the word black. Close bracket, semicolon, and the code for the color, that's my variable color, COLOR, equals, the code for the color black is 0x000000. Make sure there's 6 zeros here. And then my semicolon. So when I press the black button, I'm going to make this variable color equal to this, and at that time we'll be using black to draw with. Copy this, copy it, come down here, paste it, and change the word black to blue. Everything else stays the same up on this top line. It's still a non-release function. We're still going to trace, but this time put in quotations the word blue, and we got to change the last two to FF. That's the hexadecimal color blue. You still have that copy on your computer. Paste it again and change the black to red, capital RED. Change your trace to red, and red is capital F, 0000 with a semicolon naturally. And there's my last curly bracket, which we just pasted in. So let's just give this a try, and we're going to see when we press the buttons that the colors are going to be in our output panel. I have no errors back there, so when I press red, I trace blue, black, so my buttons are working. Go back to the action panel, come down to this bottom line, insert a line, put 2 backslashes, ALLOW, allow user, USER, to draw. This is what we're going to allow him to draw, these lines. And again, typing all this in, and it starts here. Right there, allow user to draw. That's where we're starting. I'll go through it with you. Another variable, and this variable we're giving it a name called mouse listener. The mouse is listening for something to happen. Colon, and this what's called, the class is called object. It's sort of like another holder. It's just like some place to put something so something can take place later on. And the rest of the syntax for this object is new space object. New is purple, object here and object there are blue if you spelt them right. Open and close bracket, semicolon. So that's listening for something to happen. Make sure you put an equal sign after the first word object before the word new. Here it is, mouse listener. What's it listening for? It's listening for the mouse to be pushed down. So copy this mouse listener, paste it here, small m, capital L, period, on mouse down, small o, capital M, capital D. If you spell it right, it turns blue, equals, and here's our function. It's in purple, open and close bracket. Here's the open bracket for the function, the closed bracket for the function. The same thing with this semicolon. You can put it in on your own. I usually don't, and the computer usually just sticks them in here. I got 2 backslashes again for a comment, and I'm commenting on what's taking place here. I got size, comma, color, comma, and alpha. Size is the font, the color is the color of the ink that we're going to draw with, and the alpha is how the opacity. Is it really bright or really faded out? And we have this up here when we made this empty movie clip holder. We made this movie clip temp MC. So now we're going to use that. Back down here. Temp, T-E-M-P underscore MC. That's that movie clip that really isn't a movie clip. It's just a pseudo movie clip. Period. Line style. That's the type of font that we're talking about. The font color. Bracket. Oh, small L, capital S. That will turn blue if it's spelled right. Open bracket. The size is 5. If you want it larger, you can make it larger. You want it smaller, you make it smaller. Comma, color. The word color is here because when we use the buttons is going to, the color is a variable, and if you press the blue button, this will go in place of the word color, so we'll get blue ink. If you press the red, this will go in the place of the word color and get red ink. That's the power of the variable. So there's color, comma, and the 100. What was the 100? Well, let's find out. I'm just going to go like this and start typing 5, comma. It was the alpha. Exactly. It was the alpha. Undo, undo. There we go. It says right there, alpha. So alpha means, again, the opacity. And I got it full opacity, 100%. Close bracket, semicolon. Now, this is preparing it to move. Temp, capital T, underscore MC, period, move, small m, move to, small m, capital T, it will turn blue. Open bracket, underscore xmos, all small letters, comma, underscore ymos. That's the x and y coordinates of the mouse. So when the mouse moves around, it's knowing where it is. Close bracket, semicolon. And here's that other variable we made up here, the isDrawing, the Boolean one. IsDrawing, Boolean, false. Well, now we're going to make it true. So back here, isDrawing, small I, capital D, equals true. We're making it true so something can do something with it. And true will turn blue, semicolon, close curly bracket. Now, the same mouse listener that was waiting for the mouse to be down here is now waiting for the mouse to move. So you can copy this mouse listener, paste it in, small m, capital L, period, on mouse move, small o, capital M, on mouse move, equals a function. It turns blue, it turns purple, as did this over here turn blue. Open and close bracket. And now inside that function we got a test. If, which is purple, open bracket, isDrawing, close bracket. When you just say it this way, normally when we have a test we'd say isDrawing equal to something. But in the manner when you're using this Boolean, isDrawing says is drawing true, and we just made it true, so this statement would be true. There's a close bracket. Here's the open, and there's the close bracket for the if statement. There they are there. So if this is indeed true, which it is, this temp underscore MC, period, make a line following the mouse. So period, line 2, small l, capital T, open bracket. You can just copy these two right this here and paste it in. So we're doing the xmos, underscore xmos, comma, underscore ymos, close bracket, semicolon. As I said, this is the open, close curly bracket. This is the closed curly bracket for the if, and this is the closed curly bracket for this mouse listener. This is, don't forget, this is the open curly bracket for this function. come down below that, and this little section here is so that when you're finished drawing and your mouse is up, you don't drag your ink all over the page. So it's mouse listener. Again, you can copy it and paste it. Period. On mouse up. Small o, capital M, capital U equals function. Open close bracket. There's the open bracket for the function, the close bracket for the function. There's that is drawing variable again. And here we're saying is drawing equals false. That means turn it off so that you don't draw lines while you're moving around the page. So you selected a color and press the mouse again. Equals false, F-A-L-S-E, semicolon. And the last thing to do is have some means of calling this mouse listener up that we created way back here. This mouse listener that we created here. We created it, now we got to call it. So mouse, period, add listener, capital M, small a, capital L, they'll all turn blue, open bracket, and that's the name we gave it, mouse listener, small m, capital L, close bracket, semicolon, and this should work. I'm going to do a quick auto format. That's a good sign. Go back to my actions panel and let's test this out. Test the movie. I move my cursor, nothing happens, but I put my mouse down, it'll draw purple. So there it is. If I click on the red, it will trace red, and now it will draw red. If I click on the blue, it'll draw blue. Click on the black, it'll draw black. Go back to the blue. And if you hold your mouse and just click on the red, nothing happens. But if you have red selected and click and drag on the blue, you put paint on your blue pad. And now, because I clicked on the blue, I'm putting it on my black pad. Now I have the black. If I hit here, I put black on there. But if I just click it, that's the red. I moved it a little bit. I hope you learned something from this tutorial, and I hope you use what you learned.